What is up, ladies and gents? I am your host, CenterStrain01, and we have one of the hardest walkthroughs that I am ever going to attempt for any video game. If you're watching this video, you are a hardcore Thief fan, and you want to see this game done even more right than my regular Master Stealth walkthrough. That is right, this is the Master Customization Stealth walkthrough. Alright, so we are going to go ahead and start this. Just to show you guys that I am on the PC. As you can see, mouse and keyboard. Graphics wise, everything is set to the highest that it can be. And hopefully you guys will enjoy. I have also turned off a lot of the game HUDs, as you can see. However, there is a few things that I left on. I am using an Xbox 360 controller when I am playing this, and I do want a little bit of reticle feedback. So whenever actually, you know what? We don't need that. We're gonna take that off. I'm gonna make it even harder. What else do I have? Do I have anything else on? Okay, so everything as far as game and HUD display is off. And we are gonna go ahead and get into this. I'm so excited to do this, but I'm scared at the same time. I think if you look at the leaderboards, there are a few people that have completed the game with some type of customization, but as you can see, only 130 points, and that's nowhere near the amount of points that I would get if I completed this. So it looks like it's all based off of the whole mission being complete. So very excited to do this. We are going to do it. Oh, it's going to be awesome. I can't wait. Custom walkthrough. Base difficulty is going to be master. As you can see, the guy, you know, if we just turn that off right there, we're already beating him. So what we're going to do is we're going to go down the line and we're going to take everything and put it on. Don't even ask me how I'm going to complete this. One simple mistake and it's over. So I have no clue whether or not this is going to work. And I want to show you guys the main two big options that we're going to be doing. Obviously Iron Man, so if we die or fail the mission. Failing the mission can be something simply as when you shoot something, it doesn't go exactly where you want it to go. Like if you're doing a rope arrow and it doesn't land where you want it to land, that possibly could be failing a mission. And you'd have to restart from the beginning. No upgrades, no kills or knockouts, which is fine because we already do that in the regular Master Stealth walkthrough. And of course, no alerts. So if a human or animal detects you, the mission is failed. That and Iron Man alone makes this very, very difficult. But the maximum points you can get is 1,300. I am ready to do this. I hope you are as well. Ladies and gents, welcome to my Master Customization Stealth walkthrough. I will be your host, CenterStrain01, through this amazing, amazing challenge. Grab some popcorn, like the video, share the video, let other people see it, so that hopefully maybe we can be one of the first, necessarily not the first to be able to complete this, but definitely, hopefully be able to get this on video and enjoy a nice challenge for you guys. So without further ado, it's go time.
There's one thing this city's taught me. You can put a price on anything. Secrets, reputations, a life. And trust? If you have to ask, you can't afford it. But then I suppose none of that matters when you're me. After all, when did I ever pay for anything?
Alright, here we go. A little bit of stuttering and lagging, but I mean that's what you normally get on PC when you're kind of doing stuff. But other than that, there's no lag and it's a perfect smooth gameplay. So as you can see, there's no button prompts, there's no nothing like that.
Let's make it a little more cozy in here.
You can, I repeat, you can fail even this prologue mission if you're caught. So as you can see, things don't even show up. Now, my plan is not to achieve 100% loot. I think it would definitely add even more of a challenge, but it is not necessarily, as we want to make sure we can get through the game, especially with all the difficulty settings that we have. So when I come across loot for this version or for this walkthrough, it's going to be mainly just picking up what is in front of me, not necessarily picking up every single thing. So hopefully that explains a little bit to you guys. If you want to see me pick up pretty much everything, you can go check out the Master Stealth walkthrough that I have on my channel, as that is the one that will have pretty much as much loot as I could possibly get. And of course, a Master Thief always shuts Cabinets and doors leave no trace. And we are ready to do this. I'm so scared right now because this is safety. I can do whatever I want in this room. There's no, like, there's no repercussions. This guy does not wake up. It's time to turn the lights off. And it's go time. Now, the other thing I want to note is that there is no running in this game. Not in this version. In this version, you can only really kind of walk fast. So things are going to be definitely a lot slower paced. However, you still are available to swoop. So, but you just cannot run. You cannot move very fast. So just a heads up on that. As you can see, this is how slow you move when you're in the crouch position. So it's going to be very slow gameplay. And you can fail right here if you touch any one of these bird cages. I shit you not. I have tested this, and you can fail. I prefer to stick
a bird lover.
to the left side here.
I should take a closer look.
Now, I'll be talking probably a lot more in this version of the walkthrough, just because of the fact that I want to make sure that you guys get the most out of it. Now, you'll notice that I actually have kept on the prompts for this. Some prompts are still on there, but some are not. And I love the 360 controller when it comes to playing this game. I only wish that I'd be able to play it on my actual Xbox One, but it's an inferior version to the PlayStation 4.
What the?
Don't worry, that wasn't us.
Well, they do call the rooftops the Thieves' Highway. I just hope that's not who I think it is.
If you want to know what the controls are and how to move and all that kind of stuff, you're going to need to watch the other walkthrough as I show where the navigation prompts are, where to go in any certain situation. Now, as you can see, you don't have an actual kind of guide to show you where to aim, so it's all going to be kind of just got to get really, really lucky. It might take you a few tries to learn where exactly the arrows go when you're aiming, because you're not really looking at it down through the sights.
Aaron. Of course it is. Care to make a little more noise next time?
How else would you know it was me? Basso did tell you we were working together on this, right?
Well, I showed up, so what do you think?
I think you haven't changed a bit. Come on, it'll be just like old times.
Alright, so you can see this is the fastest that I can go, and you actually have energy. When you're running, you can lose energy and you'll go even slower. So keep that in mind. On this walkthrough is definitely going to be more slower paced because our limitations are greater. Some instances I will be using the keyboard and mouse as well, like when I need to go through difficult locking sections. Using the mouse and keyboard is the fastest and easiest way to lockpick, from what I have found out.
Glad you could make it.
Did you pick that route because it was fast or because you thought it'd be fun?
Can it be both?
Come on, let's get Basso his commission.
Alright, so obviously the light gem comes up here, but we don't get to see it. Do not run through here. If you start running...
Are you going to use any of those shadows, Lady Lamplight?
I was just scouting ahead. I know you always like to go first.
If you start running, you will be caught. I'm not even kidding you. Again, I have tested this. Wait till they're perfectly gone. There is no reason to risk any type of situation. And of course, because we know where certain things are, we're going to pick up whatever items that are in our exact way. But I will not, I repeat, and I know some of you might not like this, but I will not be going out of my way to pick up things that is going to make it super, super difficult, since we've already got the added challenge by itself.
You should get yourself one of these. See you on the other side.
Looks like I won't be going that way.
Make sure
Let's
you're
finish
always
unloading
in.
before summer's day is over.
Why not drink to a job well done first?
We can't just leave the cart out here.
It's festival time. Your average thief will be under a table in an alehouse.
And the watch will be liquored up too. I'm not haggling fines with a drunk guard again.
So the other difficult thing is we really don't know how well we are in the shadows. The only thing we can judge how well we're covered in the shadows is by the screen. You can see the blackness on the top edges of the actual screen itself. That at least lets you know that you're in some type of cover, or that you're in the shadow. So we'll definitely try to use that as much as possible, as we're going to have to be very vigilant, and we're going to have to, our eyes need to be really keen and make sure that we kind of catch these little subtle clues.
Garrett, come on.
Every time I swoop, I will be using the swoop a lot.
Jealous of the claw? I made it myself.
I'm sure the watch will be very impressed. They'll certainly hear us coming.
They'll have to catch me first.
Just be aware of your surroundings.
No,
It's not about taking in the sights, Garrett. It's about taking in the loot.
Now I do want to get I do want to get a lot of loot, maybe not all of the loot, but I do want to get at least some. Reason being is
You do still
have to buy
steal,
things, so-
right?
I've been stealing since before you could crawl.
There's the Garrett I know. How about a friendly wager? Let's see who can take in the most.
of course you have to also make sure that when you swoop you're not around birds. See, aiming, oh, it's gonna be awesome. You have to be perfect with your aiming. It's gonna be a nice challenge for me.
Look what I found. You and me out on the town? Why did we stop doing this again?
Do you really need to ask?
And I will be going through every mission on the Stealth Master walkthrough first before I do these missions, so I should know where the loot is that I want to grab, so that'll be able to take a little bit of time away from picking certain items up. We already know that there's nobody in here, so there's no reason to
Pays
check.
to keep a low profile in places where I'm not welcome. There's a lot of those places.
My guess is we're probably not even going to be able to fail any lockpicks, just because failing a lockpick's probably going to give away our position. And if I think I'm going to be caught, I think there's going to be an alert, I will stop the game. And I think it saves, you can save after every mission. That's about the only save you can do. There's only chapter saves, or whatever you want to call it. I know there's something in here. I'm not sure which one it's in. Looks like it's in the middle one. These videos are going to be much slower than the normal stealth walkthrough for Master. If you want to read
Keep a secret in this neighborhood.
all the things that I pick up or whatever, you can go check out the Master Stealth walkthrough, as that is the one that actually reads over all the little documents and information. I'm just making sure I explain to you guys what to expect from this walkthrough in this video, so I'm talking a little bit more, kind of going back and forth between the different walkthroughs, so you can get the best
If
experience.
you're going to urinate in the street like a watchman, at least do it out of the light. Everybody can see you.
The ale has to go somewhere, dear. I'm just the middleman. Besides, you're the only one watching.
Every day I'm reminded what a catch you were.
Come on, let's go try those gabble wings.
Alright, so here's another challenge that we have to do, because there is a bird in this area. And if you remember correctly, there is some extra loot. We do want to grab this extra loot because I do want to make sure that I have enough money to buy, you know, water arrows and all the different distraction stuff that I need to be able to use. there's only that one in this. Even bumping into cages will set off alarms, so.
So how much did you steal?
It's not how much you steal. It's what you steal.
And how you steal it. Looks like this primal stone thing that Basso wants is in the ceremony room at Northcrest Manor.
It's the Baron's mansion. Won't be easy.
Worried?
Yes, and so should you.
We'll be fine. I'll pick up your slack.
This job's getting more complicated by the second.
That's a lot of guards.
They're definitely not here for the summer festival dance. A lot of guards means a lot of steel. Thieves and swords do not get on well.
I've never had a problem with swords. But then again, I'm not just a thief.
The great thing about this walkthrough is that I will be making these videos much longer, so you're going to be able to see this whole mission
We
in
can't
one
let the
video.
Baron's guests see this thing giving out. And we can't frigging see without it.
You go off and on all the time.
So you can't fix it?
Do I look like an engineer to you?
He moves so
None of the
slow.
staff can keep up with all his lordship's experiments.
Not going to be much of a brighter future if the lights don't work.
I'm so afraid to test out swooping abilities close to guards, but I'm sure I'll get a little bit more kind of better at it, knowing, you know, how close I can actually swoop to guards.
Bronson, over here.
Huh?
Help the new boy, will you? He's been trying to light a fire basket for 10 minutes.
What am I, his father?
Go on, before he sets fire to himself.
Imagine need to be really, really slow. I don't know if the guards' reactions are even more subtle on this walkthrough or not, so... And I will be giving myself some challenges by trying to steal some loot, even though I really don't need any of this. It's still good to make sure that you're being a thief, even though you're going for a specific challenge. This objective, this challenge is definitely for a patient gamer, as you can see how slow we actually move. This is like one of those things where it's like, where in the hell do I aim? Alright.
Drafts. Can these damn things stay lit?
Alright, so I think I've got the gist as far as where to aim, depending on where we go. It looks like always going to be just a little bit low.
Every time I get it going, it fizzles out again.
You couldn't set a cloth aflame if it was doused in oil, son. I'll show you how it's done. If you pack it together too close, then the air won't feed the flames.
I should know better. My family used to be charcoal burners.
Oh, yeah? That's work you don't see much since the factories came.
This obviously is the only time we'll be taking anyone out
I need
because
to
the
take
game
him
makes
down
us
quickly, quietly, and alive.
hold down the RB so that you can actually pick him up.
Why'd you kill this guard? He was barely older than you.
He was a guard, Garrett. Wrong place, wrong time.
You haven't changed, have you?
What's that supposed to mean?
It means I don't kill without thought or good reason, and I don't get paid for it.
So basically it's okay when you do it, but not me. I see. I get it. But you know that guard? He's not gonna wake up later and follow our trail to cause trouble.
When any guards wake up, I'm usually long gone.
Not gonna worry about bodies right now.
If you're so eager to leave, maybe I should go first.
I might be able to turn off the prompts for that and just use the vibration, but I gotta figure out how to do that maybe in the settings.
You're holding me back.
Relying on that claw's holding you back.
Now, just to prove that we can't save, you can only load the last save. But there is no option to actually save. And this was the most difficult part to get by in the Master Stealth walkthrough. Just because this guard is very, very aware. Painfully aware, of course.
Huh? What could that have been? Whoever's there, show yourself. Seems to have been nothing.
He's right there. Okay, I know there's stuff over there, but definitely I'm not going to go for it. I'm not going to risk or take the chance. We're going to keep this. Perfect. We also can't take any
Ring
damage.
the frigging bells. If you keep pacing up and down, you'll wear through those new boots.
It's my girl, sir. She's presenting me to her father. He doesn't know I joined the Watch.
And? City Watch means honor and respect.
The thing is, sir, he believes that rat sack rumor about us being on the take.
Oh, does he? Then you pull his frigging nose out of his arse. Right?
The only reason I'm going over here is because I want to collect as many arrow types as I can without having to pay for them. Now there's also loot and everything over there. If you want that loot, I show you pretty much how to get that loot in my Master Stealth walkthrough again. Please go check that out if that is the kind of walkthrough you want. This is straight just to be able to complete the challenge of having the best score in the leaderboards and trying to complete this with Iron Man and no alerts, which just makes me nerve-wracking, and I'm only on the prologue. All the cracking and stuff. This is just going to be so intense.
Worried I might beat you to this thing? I'd share, probably.
I'm worried you're gonna get us both killed.
I can handle myself, okay? I can move faster, I can climb faster, I can...
You can kill faster and make mistakes faster, I get it. You're not in control.
That's why I'm better. Deal with it.
My goal is to
Let's
be
just get the job done.
competing with myself to be the top videos as far as which stealth walkthrough to watch. This one or the Master Stealth. But there you go. Prologue mission is complete with Iron Man. Awesome.
I'm guessing that's what we're after. The primal stone.
Robes. Robes are always a bad sign.
Brothers Cornelius, Aldous, present the keys.
That's Baron Northcrest.
Brothers of the Awakened, we are gathered here to usher this city into a new age. One of progress and industrial enlightenment. Let us begin the channeling of the primal. Sembla Strakakan. Exmachinagamma.
Come on, let's go down there. This will be fun.
No. We're done here. Job's over.
What? Are you joking?
Something's not right. It's too dangerous. And you're not ready yet.
You know, I'm not a kid anymore. I can do this. I'm going down there with or without you.
Not without this, you're not.
Garrett, I'm slipping! Ah! Garrett, give me the claw!